All of them were actors. None of these videos actually ever were on TV or on the news.
Well, come up here and try it once.
Yeah, go ahead and try
blah, 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 blah.
F***er right in the
As you guys know, we've filmed a ton of pranks. We've pranked the news, we've called them out several times for not talking about topics they should be covering, pointed out how they will report on anything without checking facts. Nowadays, I like to consider myself a regulator of the news and mainstream media, if you will. Really, I just enjoy making fun of the news for the most part, while at the same time getting some good YouTube content out of it. Now, this video is a story of two legends who seemingly pranked the news, when in reality, they pranked the entire world. For sake of my title's legitimacy, if you have ever seen this man or are aware of him, comment down below, Mr. Beast is my dad. If you've never heard of this guy, then comment, Jake Paul is my mom. I really would like to know how many of you have seen this guy. I feel like everyone has at this point. First off, Fred deserves a round of applause. So the origins of the FHRITP. It all started with a YouTube channel called Kane da Bomb. I remember watching this video when it originally went viral. A news reporter who didn't know he was live at the time said this.
How I'd f*** her? You can't say you wouldn't f*** her. Maybe that's what I'll do when they find her. I'll go and f*** her. You're right in a
All right, well, we definitely apologize for that editing error in that story. We are going to switch gears now to the prospect.
Now, since YouTube is my job and it's how I make money, I'm going to censor all the curse words or else I'll get demonetized. And let's be real, none of you will see this video if it gets demonetized because YouTube will not push videos to subscribers that don't make money. Facts. So if you want to support me and help me go viral, like this video. So this first video was uploaded nearly 5 years ago. On this day, the phrase known around the world was coined. Right in the A week after this video was uploaded, it was on =3 Ray William Johnson's channel, which was #1 on YouTube at one point.
All right, well, we definitely apologize for that editing error.
That is probably the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. In no way, shape, or form is that an editing error. And you know, I don't fault the guy, because I do the same thing when the cameras aren't rolling. Yeah, I mean, I totally hump my audience. All of them. Right in the butt. It'd be great, you know? Is that gay?
It pushed the video to well over 1 million views, and on February 13th of 2014, this phrase reached new heights. The hooded pussy man became an internet sensation nearly overnight.
The 3 victims were part of a CXS
right in the
Shortly after the original video was uploaded and went viral across all platforms across the entire internet, Part 2 rolled around. The only thing is, I believe it was uploaded to the same channel as the original, which pushed a lot of people to believe these videos were fake, despite the theories these videos continued to go viral across the entire internet. More and more videos of Fred started coming out of him pranking various news stations.
It took crews longer than anticipated to find the crack in the 64-year-old pipeline. I'm standing here with Fred, who says he was greatly impacted by the gushing of oil. Can you tell us a little more of what you saw?
I sure can. I was sitting on my front porch, grabbed a beer, and f*** her right in the
Back.
Like. As soon as you go live, I'm gonna say f*** her right in the
Better not, you This gentleman here has purchased his costume. What are you going to be this year, sir?
I really don't know what this is, but I've got something a whole lot scarier.
Let's see it.
Sure thing.
Officials say that the U.S. could have similar problems with its power grid if solar winds strike major.
We apologize for that. We're having some technical difficulties.
He was somehow always in the right place at the right time to mess with some live news broadcasts, which really isn't, you know, impossible to pull off. You definitely have to go out of your way and dedicate some time to pranking the news if you're gonna prank the news. But coming from someone who has pranked the news well over a dozen times, what Fred accomplished is entirely possible. Even Vitaly back in the day pranked the news stations while they were live.
We have somebody coming up in our live report right now.
Lyrikill.com.
Please do.
We're live. We on.
What I was going to tell you is this is going to cost
Lyrikill.com.
$4 million.
And Vitaly, we're live. Right now.
Why do you do that?
What's happening?
Why do you do this?
Vitaly TV, what happened? Vitaly?
Is this live?
All right, we'll let Glenna handle that situation out there.
With some alternative. And one final note, Miami-Dade Mayor Carlos Jimenez wants some guarantees from the National Football League. Lay live outside Live Stadium. Rosh Love, 7 News.
Our thanks to Rosh. Apologize for the interruption.
The dummies.
Do you even lift? Do you even lift?
Again, it's definitely possible that these are all real news broadcasts. The mysterious living meme, only known as Fred, actually gave an interview in May of 2014 explaining why he did what he did. In the exclusive interview, he had this to say.
Who is this man? Why did he do this? What does it mean? These questions remain unanswered. Until now.
I was sitting out there on my front porch when this reporter came up and talked to me a little bit and wanted to know what was going on. So she wanted to know if she could interview me. And I said, not a problem. I'll be more than happy to do it.
So, what did you say?
Right in the
Did you do it because you're a true American?
I did it because it needed to be done. I don't consider myself an artist. I just consider myself somebody who goes out there and says, fuck, if they can't handle it, then, you know, that's the problem. I didn't know that was being an artist. I thought that was just me saying how I felt.
Wow, what a legend. Then there's the unfortunate side of this. I mean, most people will think it's hilarious, but a lot of people don't like a copycat. News stations all over the country, literally anyone who was filming anything at any time, anywhere, all through 2014 and 2015, risked the possibility of someone running up and yelling FHRITP.
About the fact that, like, they're trying to crack down on drinking in front of the Arizona State Stadium.
This game.
I was really nervous. You're right in the
Estamos aquí, nos gusta el fútbol.
¿Y tú qué opinas?
You're right in the tent. They don't have to abide by the rules because even though they would have liked a first place win.
Well, Jessica, I am at Aaron's favorite skate park, Craig Ranch Skate Park, and all these people know who Aaron, nicknamed Wheels, is.
I even witnessed this happen multiple times. I would go out at night and hear people scream it. It was commonplace amongst college kids, amongst high schoolers. I would even be shooting vlogs in random places and people would run up and yell that. It was a trend that even led some people to lose their jobs after saying it on the air. And a football player in college got suspended for the first half of a game for climbing up on a table in a bar and yelling FHRITP. So people are getting fired, star quarterbacks are getting suspended, media outlets were outraged about this. Someone yelled in the background of a news report, and at this point the reporter was over it and confronted the gentleman.
Hold on. Were you guys waiting around to see if you could F her in the P-Me live on TV?
Yes.
Is that what you were waiting?
Not you, but yes.
You were? Seriously?
Yes.
Can I ask why you would want to do something like that?
I feel like it's quite substantial.
No, seriously. Why? I mean, it's a disgusting thing to say. It's degrading to women, and you would humiliate me on live television?
Not you. Are you actually filming this?
The one in the douchebag glasses was actually fired from his job after this incident. This is where shit gets deep. So you remember the original YouTube channel that I mentioned, Kane da Bomb? That uploaded the first reference of the phrase. So the other channel that uploaded the first video of Fred, the FHRITP guy, has a link in the description of one of his videos pointing towards his live leak under the name Kane Pro. So at this point, we can safely assume that the two channels are directly related to each other, more than likely created by the same guy. If this is the case, and this was all an attempt to meme the internet, this might be one of the greatest pranks ever pulled in history. If you consider the scale of this prank, this could be the most people that has ever been pranked by a group of individuals in the history of the internet. I was watching Wavy Web Surf's video about this whole situation, and after he did some research, he found out the channel creator's Twitter. John Kane is the name of the man who may or may not have pranked the entire internet and possibly the whole world at this point. Nearly 3 years after the first FHRITP video was released, John Kane, the mastermind behind this whole project, came out with a blooper video showing that every single time Fred pranked the news was entirely fake. All of them were actors. None of these videos actually ever were on TV or on the news. You know the original video? The original reference to FHRITP? Yeah, this guy? That's John Kane, the mastermind. He's not a news reporter, and this was never on TV. This guy, John, and his friend, Fred, made these fake news bloopers that went on to rule the entire internet.
Well, come up here and try it once. Yeah, go ahead. Blah, 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 blah.
Her right in the...
The 3 victims were a part of the CSX... Oh, we messed up.
Couldn't grab it out of your head yet.
The 3 victims were part of a CXS...
Her right in the...
3, 2, 1. Hey everyone, I'm John Kane with John Kane TV, and I'm standing here with George. You want to go with George or Fred? It don't matter.
Because your niece and them all down south?
You'll probably, yeah, that's right. You'll probably get a bunch of friends. Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Now, while the phrase, in my opinion, isn't that clever or even that funny in general, they did successfully pull one of the biggest and longest lasting pranks on the history of the internet. What's crazy about all this, and one of the main reasons that I'm making this video revealing all of this to you, is because John Kane did his own big reveal, but the videos didn't hardly get any views at all. And anyone who knows this story in comparison to how widespread this joke is, I would bet and say that 1% of everyone who's aware of this guy did not know that this was all a meme. Now, when we prank the news, we do it for a cause. We're normally backing something important or some crazy environmental issue. We always try to do our pranks for good. You know, if we have a prank that there are victims of, typically we try to have a positive spin on it, whether it's something as simple as making people laugh or actually pointing out a very important environmental disaster. But when John Kane was asked why he did it, this is what he had to say.
Why did you release the bloopers to right in the f***ing ruin everybody's life? Well, because I'm a dick. I'm a f***ing ass. And that's what I like to do.
Okay, well, that's impressive. They could have kept this going for years, but I don't know. I just think it's a crazy story. I give anyone props who can keep a joke going for years at a time and can coordinate a prank like that while keeping their mouth shut. You know, they left a trail of breadcrumbs that the internet, of course, eventually picked up on, but I just think that it's a pretty hilarious story because everyone has seen those videos. That's it. Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Shout out to Fred and John Kane. You guys are absolute legends. I think. Either legends or just idiots. Probably both. But yeah. Thank you guys for watching so much. Subscribe if you are new. Follow me on Instagram. I just hit 420,000 followers. Let's get to 4.2 million. See you soon for a new video. And if you want to see an ASMR with my silky smooth voice, you just let me know in the comment section below. Bye.
Who's gonna send it?